deceit. Give me truth. Told what to believe. Give me truth. Don't need no theory, I just need proof. Your answers are an answers, never freeze, nothing new. I'm sick.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 38 of Revival Radio. My name is Rich Steve.
It's the brain cell, baby.
We go by Critical Mass, aka CMASS, up in this bitch. What the fuck is going on, Brain?
Chilling, man. Feeling good tonight.
Hell yeah. Back again, 2 weeks in a row. You probably seen Brain Cell's new video. Just dropped. What's that track called?
Flat Earth Tour Life. It's a remix of Lil Uzi Vert's EXO Tour Life.
Talked about it a little bit last week. Said we were going to get a video popping. Guess what? Shit's popping and out already, man.
Stay tuned at the end. We're going to put it in here. So
shout out to the new subscribers, too, because since that video dropped, I already got a few new ones. So thank you as always.
My family.
So before we get into the usual flow of the show, as you can see, we changed things up a little bit tonight with the seating, try to get a new vibe going. So we're going to change the order up a little bit. Instead of starting with our normal nectar, we're going to talk about a little overview of the topic we're going to cover tonight.
Break it down.
We are back to doing a little bit of the truth and the history and that kind of stuff, because tonight we are talking about time. We're talking about the Gregorian calendar. We're talking about the fact that time is just a construct.
It's an illusion, man.
It's crazy.
It's a man-made thing to keep you controlled is what it is.
It's crazy to me. Like, religion, like gods and time are both things that control lives and are constructs, things that we made ourselves. Like,
right.
I remember a few years ago when we were chilling, and I came in the one day, I might have told this story on here before, where you had all of the clocks in your house, like even on the TV and shit, covered up with index cards and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck, Brain Cell? You finally lost it. And you were like, time is just a construct. And I was like, what? But now that I think about it, we've done a couple songs about it, where we've actually divulged into it. Shit is a construct, dude. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, man. Like, if you say that to someone straight flat out, if you're like, yo, time doesn't exist, man. Like, over a joint or something, like...
That sounds like something I would talk about.
At first, it took me a long time to understand what that meant.
Yeah, definitely. Explain that.
There's levels to this shit, man. Like... I don't even think I'm in the condition to explain it right now.
Think about it this way. The only thing that dictates what time it is clock, The time is always now. Exactly. That there really is nothing that says this is a new day. It's just the sun in a different position.
Nothing ever exists or happens outside of the present moment.
Exactly. So it's all just a way for us to dictate for social purposes. That's the only reason that we have a calendar, that we have clocks, that we have any of this shit. I mean, the fact that...
Dinner's at 6. Oh, I gotta be at work at this time. You know what I mean?
The fact that I'll later on the show, I'm going to read to you what year it is according to certain calendars, just shows how fucking... ridiculous the concept is and the number is. It's so abstract. It doesn't exist. It doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
But we'll get into that. That's just a little primer for what we're talking about today. But let's get back into the nectars of the god, because there is more than one tonight.
We got the Half Acre from Chicago, Illinois.
Cool can, bro.
We had one of these on just the other week, man. It was called, what was it called?
Don't remember.
You guys remember. But the artwork was almost as dope as this one. But this one fucking blows me away, dude. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, like, Sonic the Hedgehog or something,
Yeah. I thought that looked like a gummy worm snake, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Next level. This is 7% alcohol. And I gotta give it a triple flame.
Nice. I'm drinking on Island in the Sun. 8.9 alcohol from Conshohocken, which you just went to, actually, right?
Took my girlfriend out for a birthday dinner.
This one has real dope artwork. It's got the pineapple because it's like a tropical getting chased by the hops, bro, like Pac-Man style. Like,
Pac-Man, boy.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a pineapple IPA.
It's a double IPA.
It's a double.
How many percent? 9?
8.9.
8.9, boy.
Triple flame, bro. This one's really good. It kind of tastes like pineapple orange juice.
I got me one for a little bit later.
That brings us to this week's Pro of the Week.
Week.
Who you got, bro?
We got Kyle Freeman,
Okay.
a fellow flat earther from Pennsylvania.
AKA Toothless.
Reading, Pennsylvania, our homie Toofless. I've been talking to this guy a little bit lately. He's on the level.
On the level.
I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber, so he's probably
Shout
watching.
out.
Salute to you, my brother. You're doing a lot out there, you know. He's definitely a good pro of the week. I see him, he makes a different Facebook group for every major city in the world
Okay.
about flat earth.
It's pretty dope, man.
And he like sets up events for like flat earth meetups and shit on there.
I really like the track that you played me, the couple that I listened to. What is the one that they're about to get into here in a minute?
They're about to get into a song called Breathless. You know, he told me it's a few years old, but he's working on some new shit. But yo, I gotta say, he sounds like Atmosphere, you know? Like,
I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but when you said that, it clicked right away. So that being said, shout out to you, Toothless. This week's Pro of the Week. We're going to get into this track real quick, and we come back, we're going to talk about the calendar.
It's like I can't feel my chest when you come around, lungs left with no breath. I aspire to the ground in suspense, completely spellbound. I breathe in, but can't breathe out as I inhale all the vapors from the clouds. I stand up, hair raising from the sound. I can tell that you the best, pound for pound. I can see just what you work with as I break you on down. Now I kill for you in my dreams when I sleep at night. A fiend for love from the world, for a seed of life I bleed, for respect on my will, here to free the right to grow towards the stars faster than the speed of light. A new height is reached. Meet new excitement, fire in the sky. That shit I know you like, and still short-winded yet eager to please you. Suspended in the air, now just watch what these trees do. It feels good when I watch her undress, doing work, put that body to the test. She's so fine, one of a kind. I gotta make her mine, mine. It feels good when I watch her undress, doing work, put that body to the test. She's so fine, one of a kind. I gotta make her mine. So here I am again, back on this verse 2. And look, baby, I'm not even trying to hurt you, no. I will never desert you, you get me so high. If you leave, don't know what I'll do in my brain. You keep running through my veins and my blood and drool, make it bubble all night. I just can't get enough of you. In you I trust because I know your love is true. On the ground but amidst the stars, all because of you. Now that's dope, wish I could just take a dab or few. Trying to figure out the reasons people get mad at you. I wanna take you out in public with my crew. Everyone who's ever met you says they love you, and I bet they do. And if they never use, they cannot say that you're abused. If they snooze, they'll lose, they'll never see the real we do. Plant a seed, grow a tree, pick some fruit and share some food. This is the life I choose, I need your green to clear my blue. It feels good when I watch her undress, doing work, put that body to the test. She's so fine, one of a kind. I gotta make her mine, mine. It feels good when I watch her undress, doing work, put that body to the test. She's so fine, one of a kind. I gotta make her mine.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You're tuned into Revival Radio. Tuned in and turned up, boy.
Yeah.
Episode 38. We're talking about the time construct and the Gregorian calendar. We're going to talk about the Zodiac a little bit. So let's break it down, Rich Steve.
Definitely.
Let's get right into it, man. Let's take a little deep dive into the rabbit hole of the truth.
Let's get into the history real quick. What we got today, the calendar that is known pretty much internationally, the one that we use is the Gregorian calendar. It began by Pope Gregory the 13th in 1582. The idea was first done at the Council of Trent in 1545 by Pope Paul III. The reason that they wanted to change the calendar is because the calendar that they were going by was the Roman Julian calendar.
Right.
Now, this calendar ran off of a different leap year cycle than they wanted, because it would make it so that Easter kept getting later and later and later.
Right.
The idea was proposed as keeping in line with tropical years, which is basically a solar calendar. They wanted to make sure that, as the Julian calendar went on, it was getting less and less tied to the seasons that people were used to. Mm-hmm. So they said they wanted to change it to keep in line with that. But the fact was they wanted to do it because they would lose Easter from the time that Christ was supposedly have risen. The Julian calendar itself wasn't even the original calendar. The original calendar before that even was the Roman calendar. The Roman calendar was changed in 46 BC by Julius Caesar. The idea was that before that, with the Roman calendar, there was a movability. Whoever was the pontiff, which was the high priest or eventually Caesar, could dictate every single year if they wanted to have what was called a intercalary month. This would be the 13th month. Right. Usually this would fall between February and March, and this would happen about every 3 or 4 years. But what was happening was pontiffs would see that it was an election coming up, or that their rivals were starting to gain power, and they would want to keep making their reign shorter or longer, and thus they would change if there was going to be a intercalary month that year.
Right.
As you got up to 46 BC, the last 8 years, there hadn't been one of these months. So Caesar was like, yo, fuck this, man.
Right.
We got to get right back to how it originally was, the way that it should be. That was the Julian calendar. The idea that Gregory had, the way that the whole church looked at it, was Easter could not precede the spring equinox, which in Roman Alexandria was fixed at the 21st of March. So the earliest that you could have Easter was March 22nd. No later could you have it than April 21st. So...
Is that what it is nowadays, too?
That's still the same way it is.
Yeah.
So when they looked at that number and they saw that, hey, Easter has to be the Sunday after the 15th day of the moon. The moon starts with the equinox. They saw that with this calendar, it wasn't going to be possible. That their bullshit fairy tale was going to start falling apart. And that's when they said, hey, Paul, you need to change this shit. Mm-hmm. He started putting it in motion. Gregory finally got it changed. It took until the year 1923. But in 1923, Greece was the last of the major nations to adopt this. And now this is your worldwide standard.
Wow.
calendar.
Holy shit. That wasn't even that long ago.
No, it took from 1580
it was created,
to 1923.
Yeah, it was created like 500 years ago. And like 100 years ago was the last nation that accepted it.
But now it's the standard, and even places that aren't like Catholic or Christian orthodoxy fall into that religion, they still use it just for convenience sake because they need to be able to trade internationally. And
everybody else is it's the New World Order, man.
The last point I want to just make real quick, if we were to keep with this same calendar that we have now, by the year 3200, we will be one full day behind what the actual date is. But this brings us back to the original point that who fucking cares? Because it's all a fucking joke anyway.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is our calendar, the world calendar, was created by, who was it, the Vatican?
Yeah, it was made
Catholic,
by the Vatican.
Catholic motherfuckers 500 years ago, and we still go by it today, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
They have to add fucking days and leap years and all this other bullshit.
It's every 400 years. Like, you know how we do it? Every 4 years is a leap year.
Yeah.
Well, if it's the 400th year, then it's every 3 years. So, like, the year 4000 won't have one, 6000, so on and so forth. Like, how do you just arbitrarily make up this shit?
It's fucking stupid, man. I can't believe people can't see this.
All because they need to make sure that their zombie raises at the right time of year. Because the idea is that he was crucified on the 14th, he rose on the 16th, so it can't be any later than the 15th. Stupid. Wake up. Think for yourselves, man. Don't be a sheep.
So, all this leads me into saying that January 1st is not the beginning of the new year.
Nope.
The beginning of the new year in natural time would be when the plants start growing again. What else would it be? I mean, it's the cycle of death and rebirth that the seasons show us.
Exactly.
Fucking Vatican, man. They get to fucking pick and choose when the new year is. So in natural time, 13 months per year, right? Every single month has 28 days. Perfect. Is based off the lunar calendar. To give you a date, the real fucking beginning of the year is March 20th, like you were saying right there, around there between March 20th and Easter, you know what I mean? When the plants start growing again. So this is the spring equinox, March 20th, 2018. Go out, look in your garden. I bet you'll see some tulips start sprouting out right there. This is a day when night and day are of equal length, 12 hours. That's what an equinox is. Like, it has the word equal basically in it. Equinox.
Etymology, son.
So, like, a solstice would be the shortest day of the year in the winter. That's what a winter solstice is. And a summer solstice is the longest day of the year. And that happens in the summertime. You know what I mean?
Makes sense, man.
Solstice, Sol, is also the name of the sun. Sol.
Sol, solar.
Some more fucking wordplay for you there. So winter solstice usually occurs on December 21st and refers to when the sun is lowest in the sky. So this should ring some bells. You know what I mean? Like, that's right by December 25th.
Christmas.
The story of Jesus, Santa Claus. You know, Jesus was buried for 3 days and then resurrected. And they talk of he was born of a virgin on December 25th.
Sounds familiar.
He had 12 disciples.
12 months.
There's 12 months in the year. There's 12 signs in the Zodiac. These people, Jesus, Horus, Mithras, they're all the same thing. There's all the same story recycled over and over again.
Archetypes, man.
They're just personifications of the sun.
That's all it is, man.
Which leads me to the Zodiac.
Zodiac killer.
Very interesting to me because of the words that they say. They say that the Zodiac tracks the movements of the sun. But they also say that the sun doesn't move and we're the ones moving. So that kind of, their truth in plain sight, you know what I mean? And it goes through 12 constellations.
Yep.
The Zodiac is the oldest concept, one of the oldest concepts in human history, bro.
That's so crazy, dude.
How the fuck did they know about this shit? We don't know nothing, man. They tell us it's the wrong fucking year. They tell us bullshit about our history.
Yep.
The older information I find is more truthful the farther you go back.
Definitely.
And that's pretty much the opposite of what science tells us.
Pretty much.
So do you want to tell them about the years?
I do. Right now, and we're going to get through this really quick for you guys. It is the year 2018 by Gregorian. It will be 13 days earlier than today in what's called Julian time. But the Armenian calendar is the year 1467. The Assyrian calendar, the year 6768. Bengali calendar, 1425. Ethiopian calendar, the year 2010 or 2011, however you look at it. Hebrew calendar, 5778 or 5779. And Jewish, to the dear leader, of course, it is the year 107. So yeah, that just shows all over the world, all different belief systems. Everybody sees it differently.
And which one is it?
No, it's none of them, bro. It's right now. That's what it is. That being said, thank you, everybody. Please subscribe. Please click like, share, follow the Facebook page. Check us out.
Enjoy this music video, Flat Earth Tour Life.
Shows coming up.
Nah, me.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Much love.
Peace out.
Breaking out. We're breaking out. We're breaking out. Yeah. What's up, Flat Earth? Hey, yo. Level Playing Industries. 215 in the building. Guardians of the realm, do the research. NASA, I shoulda never cared if you lied, but now I know the truth, you gotta die. NASA, I shoulda never cared if you lied, but now I know the truth, you gotta die. Die! Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge. The globe is dead. Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge. The globe is dead. Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge, you won't get in my head. Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge, I'm the only one left. They say we claim an edge, I don't play that game. As far as I can tell, the Earth's an infinite plane. In outer space is nothing but a lie. Time has never changed the sky, constellations still align. I'm a wandering star, I hope you understand it. That's what the ancients called the planets. Break away from the indoctrination. Round here, hip-hop is how we speak creation. Keep blazing, pass it to the west like the sun when it sets. I'm out your perspective. Out of bounds. Think school shooting when they push me to the edge, boy. How they gon' regret it? What would you do if I told you the sun and moon are reflections? Would you laugh or wonder why? It's the flat earth resurrection, and we've been hung the globe earth dry. NASA, I shoulda never cared if you lied, but now I know the truth, you gotta die. NASA, I shoulda never cared if you lied, but now I know the truth, you gotta die. Die! Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge, the globe is dead. Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge, the globe is dead. Push me to the edge. Push me to the edge, you won't get in my head.